Hi everybody, I'm Sophie Absolutely, aka the Bearded Beauty, and I'm here with Mr. DAVY. Hey Davy.
What's up? What's up, Sophie?
So I hear we got something magical coming up this December 25th.
Absolutely, midnight. Stroke of midnight when Cinderella's shoes disappear. Man. Same time, roses will be dropping. Roses will be available. Apple, Tidal, Spotify, Google, Amazon, wherever you get your stuff at, it'll be there.
Okay, Roses. Roses. That's such a beautiful name. What inspired the name? What inspired that title? Why did you choose Roses?
For one, I think roses is a very symbolic word. It's one word that packs a lot of meaning, a lot of punch. The song was initially going to be titled "Let Her Know," but I felt like "Let Her Know" was limiting because it excluded all male recipients, and the song is pretty much geared at letting whoever know that you love them right here, right now. You know, no special occasion is needed. I just want to let you know I love you. It's like the saying that they say, giving people their flowers while they can smell them. And when you think of a flower, what's one flower that symbolizes I love you? You know, if I give you a rose, I really don't have to accompany it with any words at all. You know by just me giving you that, it's like, oh, he loved me, or oh, she loved me. So thus we got the name Roses.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Appreciate it.
And I heard that originally you had a certain subject matter that you were going with, but it shifted.
Yeah.
Could you explain a little bit of why it shifted?
Yeah. I'm gonna use one of your words, or one of the words that my dude BR say. It was divine, right? It was divine. Well, the sooner you realize you're not in control of anything, let alone your God-given gift, the better off you be. It initially was written with a male to a female perspective or storyline, like something that you would say to your lover or your significant other. But I ran into several occasions where I had writer's block, so it was difficult to complete it. Then unforeseen circumstances took place. One of my buddies lost their mom.
Wow.
Unexpectedly, like wasn't sick.
What? Wow.
Anything like that, at least that I know of. And then they just got the news like, hey,
oh my God,
she's gone, So went to the funeral, and with funerals most times you're accustomed to seeing a woman weeping, a woman crying, a woman showing emotion, but it's hit a little differently when you see a man, a man crying out, a man, letting tears run down his face. And it's at that point I was like, man, I wonder what he's gonna listen to when he goes in the car. Like, when you think about your list of mom songs, it's not many. You think Dear Mama by Tupac, and then of course you think of Boys to Men.
Yeah, those are the main two.
Yeah, and kudos, both of those are timeless.
Absolutely.
But I just felt like, damn, man, like we haven't had nothing since then, like nothing to, so from that point on, the song began to take its final shape and form, and the writing got much easier. The lyrics came together, like it was almost like, God was like, bump what you was talking about, Mr. Lover. Lover. Bump that. Like, it's a bigger cause for this song, and I need you to tap into what I need you to tap into. And thus, it took on that identity.
So tell me a little bit about your relationship with your mom then. How has it shaped you and how has it evolved throughout the years?
My mom, man, shit, that's my girl. That's my rock. Been that way since day one. You know how some people have those rough patches and then you pull it back together, or some people it's just a hairy, you know, day one. Like that's been my girl, you know. Held me down as far as I can remember, man. And, you know, elementary school, I think that was my getting phone calls home and stuff. You know, I was like the class clown.
Oh no, I couldn't see that.
Yeah, believe it or not, you know, I wasn't always so serious. But yeah, I was the class clown. So she was getting those phone calls, the dirty clothes. I was rough on my clothes, my shoes. Then, you know, middle school, I think that was the little bit of the pushback age. That's when I kind of started wanting to be, you know, cute, you know what I'm saying? Want to dress nice, you know. So back then, you know, you wanted to have on name brand, you know, Tommy, Polo, Nautica, Jabot, Guess, all that stuff, man. So we went through that phase. You know, when she had it, she got it. When she didn't, you know, I had to understand that, you know. Then on to high school, that was probably like the most life-changing time. Because that's when I finally found something that I really love to do, and that was basketball. And my basketball journey was a tough, painful, yet meaningful experience and journey, and she was right there every step of the way. Like a couple of my homeboys, like they had their dads in the stands, you know, my one cat, Brandon, you know, his dad had all the lingo, the little basketball sayings. Like he used to say, money in my drawers every time a shot was made, stuff like that. My other dude, dad, Mike, his dad was the loud one, so he would be yelling, screaming with cowboy boots on, stumping. And last but not least, you had my mom, you know, screaming with that little voice, man. So
Mama was holding it down.
She was holding it down and embarrassing me at the same time, you know. And then of course I had my one dude's parent. He was the one who had both parents, the Bonner, you know. So, but that period there is what kind of shaped me and began to shape me as to what I really, really wanted to be. And she just been there, man. So, and then college and after. So, that's my girl, man.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this I Love You Mom challenge. What was that about? And I heard that this is kind of, from my understanding, it sparked your inspiration for your cover.
Absolutely. So I started a challenge. Oftentimes my covers, I try to do something meaningful, you know. Every opportunity I get with art, I try to do something that is purpose driven and has meaning. So with this cover, rather than solely base it off me, I thought this would be a great opportunity, since I want the song to remind people to love on their people while they have them, to incorporate them as part of it. So the challenge was pretty much like submit your best picture, or just any picture of you and your mom, or you and your kids, whatever holds that sentimental value for you. And the best picture will win the cover of the album. And what people didn't know was whoever submitted would be a winner. And everybody's picture that submitted would somehow, some way be formatted to where it would make the cover, and we all would be inevitably immortal, you know. So that album covers don't die, like they live on and on. So your grandkids, your great grandkids, whoever, generations to come can always look up this song and see, oh, there go my mom, there go my grandma. at that point, it's timeless now. You're a part of history in 2019, December 25th. Yeah.
I love how interactive you are with just your audience. I feel like you're always so intentional about that. Even in your shows, you're very interactive. What sparks that? What's the reasoning behind that?
Well, Sophie, I studied a lot, and as most people know, people don't really rock with local talent. Right. You know what I mean? Unless you like the younger crowd. You the younger crowd, then young kids.
Yeah, they going in for their people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But when you get to a certain age, man, a local artist is another word for a starving artist. And I'm not with the starving. You know what I mean? That's not my style at all. So I started to look at it, and then I recognized immediately that the audience or the consumer doesn't get anything out of it, man. Like, they don't know the songs most times.
Yeah.
They pay their money. They sacrifice their time for a moment that they more than likely don't even enjoy because the show's not catered around them. Right. It's pretty much for the artist to benefit. Then you look at industry shows where people go and they leave like, oh my God, it was so amazing. And it's because the show is catered around them. So I live and die by that. Like, I didn't do my job if a person don't leave there like, man, I had a good time. This was better than sitting at home. This was better than any other thing I would have been doing. Like, I rock with that dude, You don't gotta love him, but I rock with him. I like him. And you know what? Let's pull him out of that local talent bucket and say, this guy knows how to entertain. And that's what I aim to do, man. Give them something. It's like an exchange, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I was just getting ready to say, I love that there's an exchange there.
The support, the word of mouth, and I'm going to give you a good product.
Well, I mean, just energetically, it sounds like you move very sensitive to energy and the divine, even when you're not aware of it, because I'm not sure if you know that December 5th or December 6th, depending on where you are, just in the world, 25th, 26th, it's a solar eclipse. And solar eclipse are huge on like new beginnings, new opportunities. It's just a huge energetic shift to allow just cosmic invitations for abundance to come in. So I just wish you so much abundance with this project.
I appreciate it. I didn't know that. You said it's the solar eclipse.
It's solar eclipse. So
yeah, I didn't know that.
Energetically, it's a very powerful day. So for you to be putting a message of love out, just like, and love to the masses, we definitely are very much in need. So that's what's up, man.
I can't even take credit for that. That, like my man BR always say, that's divine. Like, I would have to say that's divine because the challenge ended in September. I think I initially announced that the song would be put out in October. Here we are at the end of the year. It's December. So, I finally got the song to a place where I was like, okay, let's roll it out. Finally got the album cover together to where I'm like, I like that. And it just so happened to be now. So I'm like, let's make it Christmas because it's a gift, to our loved ones. So, bam. God took that one over. I can't even. So,
absolutely.
With that being said, I don't have any. I'm not surprised that it happens to be a special day, solar eclipse. I like that.
That's what's up. Well, for my final question, in your lyrics, you mentioned a few times that you couldn't thank your mother enough. Words really couldn't do it. But I asked this in an attempt to, if you knew you had one chance to thank your mom, one more chance to thank her while she's here and give her her roses, what would you say? I know it's a loaded question. That's why it's my final question.
Digging in my heart. Digging in my heart. My pieces of my heart. So, if I was talking to my mom, so I can't look at you then.
Nah, you might as well go ahead and
Right. So I think first and foremost, I would say, Mom, thank you. Thank you, and I love you endlessly, and I appreciate everything you've done for me from the moment I breathed air on this earth. You love me unconditionally, and I need you to know that I appreciate it, and I need you to know that I wake up every day striving to be better, striving to one day reciprocate what you have so generously given to me time after time again. So just wait, because good times is coming. I could feel it. 2020, it may happen then, but at the end of the day, I need you to know right here, right now, that I love you.
Well, this was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I feel so honored, and the song is just beautiful. So I just can't wait for the listeners to hear and be touched and be healed.
Yeah. I envision everybody listening and celebrating with their significant other, man. And if it's one underlying theme or silver lining, that's love now and love hard. Love now, love hard. Don't wait and don't hold back. Give in and love with your all. Peace. Yeah.